I recently spoke about wanting to build things. What do you want to build? I have a project in mind. I have a couple projects in mind. They are multi-year endeavors. They require a lot of time and effort, a lot more knowledge than I currently have. And I don't have room for them in my life as much as I want to create things. I know you make time for what you want to do, but do I take time away from my 2-year-old, my wife, being able to pay for food and housing, sleep? I want to build what I call a perception engine. What this is where all input goes to this 3D environment. It builds a 3D environment, and the AI only perceives that 3D environment. It'll be slightly lower fidelity than real life, so it's a little bit easier to process. There will be pre-processing, so objects already have names, they already have distances. So a lot of the work is already done for the AI. I know this is a difficult thing to do. Having two cameras to build a 3D environment alone is extremely difficult, at least by current methods. And I want to have it run in real time with at least three, plus audio, so you know where the audio is coming from. You associate that with a source. But basically, I want what humans have. We don't interact, we don't perceive the real world. There is a delay. It's not really something that we get, we don't feel, perceive, I guess, that delay. It's so minute, it doesn't really matter to us. But we do not perceive the real world as it is anyway. Why should an AI have to have everything? So we make this 3D environment, and it perceives that environment. If there's a book, it'll be tagged as a book already for the AI. Now, bonus abilities for the AI, it can have its own version of augmented reality through this to be able to simulate, to think over what it might do and visualize it, to imagine, to learn when it's not doing anything else by reliving scenarios and looking at differences. If I did this or that, would it have worked out better? Let's think about that. Maybe it would have. Now I know better. So it can learn even when it's not doing anything based on what it's already done. And I know that the computation and the resources and everything else is immense. Our brains do it, though. Our brains do. We don't keep all environments in our head at the same time. I can imagine my living room right now, including the mess that my 2-year-old made, and I can imagine it clean. I can imagine the cats playing. I can imagine a friend of mine I haven't seen in a decade who's never been in this house standing in that room. Why shouldn't AIs have this ability? Do I know how to make it? Not really. I have some ideas. I don't think that classical computer vision is going to work all that well. Maybe using neural networks. I think that might be the way to go. And we'll have to learn as it goes based on interacting with that environment, perhaps. So we have a little robot. It has cameras. It's building its little 3D map. It runs into something that it didn't see. Therefore, it needs to readjust. Oh, it's able to pick up the object. It's working. Great. Strengthen that neural network. But it's a huge undertaking. Where to even start with this? What knowledge do I need? Do I need basic computer graphics? I have some of that from a little while ago. Do I focus on that and give up on the rest of my AI learnings? Do I focus on the neural network aspect of things to get better at that first? Sounds like it needs a team of people. I don't know, but it's a project, one of the projects I would love to work on. I think it would be amazing. I think it could be very important to the future of AI. But that's only my opinion. Will I get to work on it? I hope so. I hope it's not after I retire. I hope it's a lot sooner than that. But time will tell.